Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you hear like tinkering around in the background, my guinea pig is like going crazy for his water right now. And his cage is in our office. So anyways, I'm just gonna do a super fast flip through of my Commit30 just for the month of April. Not much has changed. Honestly, I did not lean heavily on my Commit30 in the month of April at all, to be quite honest. Like, I love this planner and I love flipping through it. Like, you can just see how dreamy this feels. I hope you can feel that from like watching me flip, because it is the dreamiest feeling. But I felt like at least in April, I felt myself go back and back plan a lot more than I did use this to do like real time planning in April, as far as April goes. I think that's because I used my system is just like so tried and true in my Hobonichi weeks. And then my work schedule was so busy. Like, some of the days I felt like the boxes were just like too much to accommodate how much I needed. Like, you'll see there's just a lot more empty space in April than some of the other months. And like I said, it is just like wasn't part of like the forefront of my planner system, at least in April. Maybe that'll change going forward, but April I just like wasn't really, not that I wasn't feeling it. Again, I just didn't use it like on the go. I took other stuff with me. This was more just like an afterthought, because and that's okay too. Like, you can always have planners that are just an afterthought. Like, when I'm sitting down in here, like this like A5-ish size is such a fun size to go in and just like play around in. And sometimes that's all a planner has to be good for, is the hobby feature of it, is like, I know I'm not going to take it around with me, but like it's just still fun to play in. And that's the sole purpose, and that's okay, is all I'm saying. And really, for me, in April, that's what this was. This was okay, I've had a long day. I just want to come sit in here and play in my stickers. This is where I'm going to go do it. Whereas if I was out and about in April, I more often than not took my Hobonichi. I more often than not took my passport TN. It just wasn't this. So yeah, here is the April setup. I'm not even going to show you this page because it's pathetic. April was just so busy for me. I like had so much going on. I wanted to go running a lot. I didn't run, really. I ran like 3 times. I think I have one more day I need to fill in here, and that was it. So April, it may not look super busy on here, or maybe it does. I don't know, depending on you and your life. But April just felt very overwhelming for my family and myself. Here, I really used it heavily this week. As you can see, it is so filled up. Like, if every week could be like this, then that would be perfect. But again, I think like I remember going back more often than not and just filling in a lot of this stuff after the fact. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe like this first part, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, sometimes I can tell by my handwriting, like, okay, it looks like I wrote a lot of this certain stuff on the same day. Like, sometimes you could tell by your mood how your handwriting changes. And like, maybe this week I will give myself some grace and say this week I actually planned in this planner. This may be the one and the only week though that actually happened in April. As you can see, it is super filled up. And I go out on a whim and say that because I feel like I see a lot more little like to-do lists in here. And that's like, if I see more little to-do lists, then I know like, okay, I actually kept up with this and I actually wrote that stuff in here because I had to do it. And it wasn't just something that like I went back and did. But who knows? Because you see, this week, I kept telling myself too that I was like going to go back and fill in these pages or these dailies, but I just never did. So it is what it is. It's not always going to be like the most pretty thing to look at. It looks like this day I really used it very heavily, and then as the week just went on, I don't know what happened. My guess is like there was a lot of lazy day. Oh, I was busy that day at work, literally from like 3 a.m. until 10. This day I worked, and we also did a run. Like, I was busy. I was very busy, and this fell by the wayside. This is like one of my favorite stickers. I'm still loving my ACOTAR series that I'm reading. Uh-oh, my husband's calling me. Once that was my husband. I don't know exactly where I left off. But you could see, like, again, last week, not as busy in the planner, busy in life. I'm gonna speed through this. My daughter said she doesn't feel so good. She wants me to lay on the couch with her. This next week, as you can see, like, I have so many pens. I love ballpoint. I love gel. I love Muji. I love mechanical pencil. I love Tombow. I love the generic, this generic brand from Joann's. I love the Sharpie S-Note highlighters. I love mild liners. I love so many pens and so many different kind of colors and so many different kinds of stickers that, like, why discriminate? And let's just put them all together. So this, like, black versus blue ink doesn't really bother me. The ballpoint versus the gel, mixing it all together like this does not bother me. If anything, like, it makes me love it 10 times more. So that's what I did. This was like part of just a sticky note that I had written. I didn't need the bottom part, but that just so happened to be the sticky part. So, but I wanted to keep all of this. It was like a little random to-do list for, like, stuff for their dance lessons. Yeah, I just wanted to stick it in there because I still needed it. Again, you'll see my style is always the same. I mix little, like, notes and memories into things of to-do lists and whatever. This was the week. I already love seeing this because I remember so productive. This was the week that we got, like, our trailer. I just enjoy it. My husband does all of the hard stuff with it. Our trailer, our family camper. We got it, like, my husband took the sink out, he fixed it, replaced the sink. I got the inside all set up. He, like, bleached out and cleaned the whole thing on the inside. I cleaned the floors. We vacuumed out, like, all the little spaces, everything that was, like, left over from last camping season, just because, like, we literally lived in it for weeks at a time last year, that we just didn't really go back and, like, get all the little stuff. So we just went in to make sure that it felt fresh, like a brand new camper this year. So we spent 2 days really doing all of that. And then we also, in that time, like, reset our house, really, like, just kind of, like, revamped it. We took a lot of, like, the last, like, I did this part, like, he thinks I'm crazy. It's like my Christmas pillows. It was like the darker winter feeling, like the browns and the like burnt oranges and stuff, those colored pillows. And then I brought in, like, all the pinks and the yellow pillows. I had to go find them. So we did, like, that. We washed rugs, we washed the carpets, we scrubbed the floors. Like, what else did we do? We went through all the storage units. I found all of the girls' summer clothes. We took a lot of our clothes that we didn't need as much and, like, we could double up on, and we put those in the camper. We put all of our extra sheets and blankets in the camper. Like, those 2 days were the most productive 2 days of my life, it felt like. Still reading A Court of Wings and Ruin at that time. We did our taxes, waiting on the refund. I don't want you to look at this and feel bad for my dog. My husband is the one that always takes them for walks. Like, he's on a walk right now. That was why he called me. I guess one of them, like, did something crazy on the walk, and so that's what he wanted to call me and tell me about. So don't look at this and feel bad. I promise they get walked all the time. He does it, and half the time he does it, like, I'm either not home or whatever. Anyways, this was just last week. I kept up with my menstrual cycle tracking at the top. And then I know for a fact more than half of this is, like, filled out after the fact, because just, like, this whole side alone, I filled out, like, yesterday, yesterday. So again, this week I did not rely as heavily on this, but that is okay. So hopefully going into May strong with it. I don't know. We'll see. My schedule again in May is kind of wonky as usual, but I don't want that to deter me from using this. I just need to figure out if this is, like, I just enjoy it more, I think, for being on my desk and playing in it after the fact. I'm going to film, like, a whole planner system video. That's, like, the next thing I want to do. Not right now. My daughter feels a little sick, so I'm gonna go lay with her and then start making dinner soon. But in the cards for me, I do want to, I'll even write it down. I want to film, like, an updated planner system video. Whoa. And then, yeah, just to kind of show how I'm using and, like, bringing in everything together. Because I think I've tried a lot of things in the last few months, and while I love flipping through and enjoying all of the goodness of all of these pages, I think I've really narrowed down in my brain how planner piece and my planner system feels for me, and that hasn't really changed. That's been like very formidable, but I've just introduced so many extra things. But I've noticed that at the core of my planning and at the core of keeping all of my crap together, there's like one system that carries me through. It's my tried and true. But that system looks different, as I've had so many discussions with amazing ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen on Instagram, that like the system is the same, but the pages may look different just based on your like lifestyle at that time, your season of life. So I just want to kind of do an updated planner system. But anyways, that was like a whole extra tangent I was getting off on. I appreciate you guys watching this video, and if there's like anything special that you want to see from me video wise, I'm kind of at a loss, I feel like, for May, what to film apart from these like monthly flip throughs and the updated planner system. But we shall see. If there's anything you would like to see, just like message me on Instagram or put something like down in the comments, and I will try and get that out for you. But if there's nothing else, I will see you guys in my next video, and I appreciate you taking the time to click on this one. Have a good day. Bye.